All right, let's get right into it. You want to train like a fighter, build some real skill, and get into crazy good shape, but you're at home with absolutely zero equipment? Well, today we are building a complete pro-level boxing plan that you can do right in your living room. So, you think you need a fancy gym? You think you need heavy bags and a personal coach just to get a real boxing workout? You think you can't build legit skills and serious conditioning without all that gear? Well, think again. The best tools you have are your own body and a smart plan. And today, I'm giving you that exact plan. So here's our game plan. We're gonna build this thing from the ground up, just like a real fight camp. We'll start with the fighter's clock, mastering your rest. Then, we'll ignite the engine with a proper warm-up. After that, sharpen your weapons with skill work, forge your armor with strength, and finally, we're gonna put it all together in your 3-day fight plan. Let's do this. Okay, first things first, and listen, this might actually surprise you. Before we even think about throwing a single punch, we have to talk about rest. I know, but a smart fighter understands that recovery is where you actually get stronger. It is the difference between training hard and training smart. Now take a look at this. What's fascinating is how your rest time evolves as you level up. Look at that conditioning row. A beginner gets, up to 45 seconds of rest, but an advanced fighter? Man, that drops to as little as 15 seconds, sometimes even 0. For boxing rounds, the rest time gets cut in half. This is exactly how you train your body to perform under pressure, when it really counts. So why all the extra rest for beginners? It's simple, and it's absolutely crucial. It's all about technique. See, when you get tired, and you will, your form is the first thing to go. Your hands drop, your punches get sloppy, and that's when bad habits start to creep in. And trust me, those are a nightmare to unlearn later. So that extra rest, it means you get more quality reps. And when you're starting out, quality is everything. Okay, our clock is set. Now it's time to get the body ready for work. A fighter's warm-up isn't just about, jogging in place. No way. It's specific. It's about flipping the on switch for the exact muscles you're about to use and getting your mind in the zone. This is your perfect 5-minute flow. 1 minute for each step. You'll start with some jump rope to get light on your feet, then a minute of shadow boxing to wake up your nervous system. After that, footwork drills to groove your movement, shoulder mobility to protect your joints, and you finish with a light punch flow just to find your rhythm. The goal here is activation, not annihilation. Got it? Now we get to the heart of it. This is where you become a real boxer, not just someone who throws punches. Shadow boxing is your laboratory, is where you build every single offensive and defensive tool you'll ever need, with absolutely zero equipment. For beginners, we build this thing layer by layer. Round 1, it's all about the jab. Just the jab. Master it. Feel it. Round 2, now we add the cross. Jab cross. Simple, effective. Then in round 3, we bring in the defense. Keep that guard up, start moving your head. And finally, in round 4, we put it all together in a simple 1-2-1 combo. See the logic here? Master one thing before you add the next. And while you're doing this, these are your non-negotiables. I want you to burn these into your brain. Keep your elbows tucked in. It protects you and keeps your punches straight. Next, rotate your hips to generate power. And remember, punches come from the floor, up through your legs and your core, not just from your arms. Feel that connection all the way from the ground up. Look, having beautiful technique is great, but it's totally useless if you don't have the engine to power it for multiple rounds. This section is all about building that engine. This is where we forge the physical armor that allows your skills to shine, especially when you're under pressure. And you don't need a single weight, just you. We're talking push-ups for punching power, bodyweight squats for that leg drive where your real power comes from, and the plank to build a rock-solid core that connects it all together. 3 sets of each. Simple, brutal, and incredibly effective. Now for conditioning. This shows you the path from beginner to beast. A beginner works for 20 seconds and gets double that time, 40 seconds to rest. Makes sense. Then at intermediate, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. But check out the advanced athlete. You're working for 30 seconds and you only get 10 seconds back. Your work to rest ratio completely flips on its head. That, my friend, is how you build a serious gas tank. Okay, we've got all the pieces: the rest, the warm-up, the skills, and the strength. Now, let's put them all together into an actionable plan that you can start using, this week. Here is your weekly split. Day 1 is your high-intensity day, boxing skills followed by that hard conditioning work. Day 2 is about building your foundation. We do strength training, then we slow it down for more deliberate technique practice. And day 3, That's your fight simulation. You put it all together for a full boxing session. This balances intensity and recovery perfectly. And the real beauty of this plan is that it's scalable. Whether you're a complete beginner or an advanced fighter getting ready for competition, the structure stays exactly the same. The only things that change are the intensity, the complexity of your drills, and, like we saw, your rest times. This plan grows right along with you. So the main thing to take away from all of this is pretty simple. You don't need a fancy gym, you don't need expensive equipment. What you need is what we've laid out right here: structure, consistency, and a smart plan that pushes you just the right amount. Because at the end of the day, the gym doesn't make the fighter. The discipline does. We've given you the blueprint. The only question left is, are you ready to train?